I said I had to do it because it kind of comes out of my neck of the woods. I have family and friends in the Central Florida area, and as a matter of fact, I was up there, a week or so ago, and it's like, dang, Pastor, if you were going through this, you didn't have nobody to call, nobody to talk to. You could have came and talked to Dawson, bro. Before some stuff like this happened, y'all need to reach out to people. I keep telling y'all, just because the relationship is over, ma'am, sir, it does not mean that your life is over. And if a man wants to leave, if a woman wants to leave, I don't care how long y'all been boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever in relationships, or husband and wife, let them go. We don't walk, what did I tell y'all? We don't fall in love, we walk in love. And when the relationship is over, you can walk out of it because nobody holds anybody hostage to stay in no relationship. Now let me get into this story. An Orlando pastor / prophet, Sylvester Ofori, 35 years old, was taken into custody on Tuesday and is accused of killing his wife, First Lady Barbara Tomei, 27 years old. According to the detectives, the couple was in the process of filing for divorce and had been estranged for about 3 months. Now, police say that Prophet Pastor Ofori is the pastor of Floodgates of Heaven Ministry in Orlando. Take a breath. God, Floodgates of Heaven. You mean to tell me you are the minister, the pastor, the prophet of Floodgates of Heaven, and none of the floods came out and washed all that anger or whatever was in your mind off? Yeesh. Let's keep going on. According to the police, they said that Pastor Prophet Ofori has a big following on social media. That don't mean nothing. Half of these people clout chasing and putting on fronts anyway. A big following, that don't mean nothing. They say he speaks to his followers and he calls himself a prophet. His followers call him a prophet. Okay. They go on to say the fatal shooting was reported before 9 a.m. Tuesday at Navy Federal Credit Union on Garden Park Boulevard, west of John Young Parkway and north of Mall at Millennia in Orlando. Investigators said that First Lady Tomei was an employee at the branch and was shot by Prophet Ofori several times as she arrived for her shift. Man. Y'all, I'm gonna let the news people tell y'all this because obviously this is really sad and it's tragic, and I'll come back with the rest of my commentary.
Just as the Navy Federal Credit Union was opening at 9 this morning, police say a man fatally shot one of the bank's female employees in front of the door.
The guy was walking behind her. I don't know if she knew he was there or not, but he was walking and he had the gun in his hand.
Lisa, who asked us not to use her last name, witnessed the shooting. She was waiting in her car for the bank to open when she saw the female victim exit the bank, move her parked car from the front to the side of the building, and then walk back towards the entrance. Lisa does not think the victim knew the man with the gun was behind her and says no words were exchanged between the two.
She took a few steps, and the next thing I know is he raised his hand with the gun in it, and he shot her.
Lisa said the shooter took off, and so did the line of people who'd been waiting for the bank to open.
As I'm running, I hear like 3 or 4 more shots, and when I came back, that she was lying on the ground.
Police say the shooter and the victim had a relationship. They also say the entire incident was recorded on surveillance video. By 10 a.m., Orlando's chief of police put out a plea to the shooter saying if he was listening, he should turn himself in. Witnesses, including Lisa, say they will be anxious until the shooter is in police custody.
He could have shot any of us.
Sylvester Ofori was very subdued and quiet while facing a judge this afternoon. He's accused of murdering his wife Barbara Tomei as she went to work at Navy Federal Credit Union on Tuesday morning. Prosecutors telling the judge today the killing was caught on video.
Video surveillance, which shows Mr. Ofori not only shoot his wife, but then stand over her body and put additional rounds into her head.
Ofori is pastor of this church, Floodgates of Heaven, on Coburn Avenue in Orlando. No one haven't answered the door here today, but on his Facebook page, Ofori calls himself a prophet.
Quite a social media following where he's, speaks to his followers and called himself a prophet and his followers.
After the shooting, police went to this apartment building on Raleigh Street where Ofori and Tommy had at one point lived together. Investigators say they brought the SWAT team and eventually found him in the home.
We had a good feeling that he was going to be in there. We don't believe there was any risk to the public or immediate danger to the public.
Police have not said what led up to the attack, but we are told Tommy and Ofori were getting a divorce. Court records also show that in 2016, Ofori was arrested for resisting an officer who responded to an argument between the two.
Someone committed a heinous act of violence towards a loved one, and there's unfortunately no excuse for that.
All right, y'all, let's go with it. Now, I'm not going to keep you all long on this video because I'm really upset by this particular case. But I want to give my condolences out to the family and friends of First Lady Barbara Tomei. You all, I mean, the way this lady was murdered by this prophet, it's just horrific. And as I looked at this prophet, and you all see the flyers that I have of all of this stuff called their prayer, and if you need to hear a word from God, all of this stuff he had up. But why couldn't you get a word from God before you went over to the Navy Federal and did what you did? See, a lot of these people are trying to build all of this fanfare online, all of this clout online, trying to get this. But if the stuff that you're telling people, if it does not help you, what good is it, bruh? There's no reason that this lady, Barbara Tomei, should be dead. Honestly. And it's just, this story is upsetting me because we've done stories in the past on pastors and, first ladies who were in situations like this. And not only with people in church, it's happening all around the United States. Murder, suicide, domestic violence, murdering a spouse because somebody wants to leave. They don't want to be married to you. Y'all, we can't hold nobody hostage to us. In a relationship, in a friendship, in a business venture, you can't hold no one hostage. We don't own people. And people who do that are sociopaths, narcissists, control freaks. You can't control nobody. And I've said this before, and many of you all say, well, I'm going to find me somebody. God told me I'm going to have me a husband. And if God told you that, girl, go get it. Go get it. Y'all, it's okay to be single. It's okay to be single. And for those of you in the relationships right now, in marriages, if somebody if they want to leave, y'all, let them leave. It does not have to get to this. Life goes on. I told you all that when I did the video on the YouTubers, the murder-suicide with the YouTubers. The relationship may be over, but life goes on. Yeah, you're going to feel hurt. Yeah, you're going to cry. But guess what? Life still goes on. Work on yourself. And if you're meant to be in a relationship after that relationship, it'll come. Enjoy your life. Stop letting people push you. You ain't married yet. You ain't got nobody yet. No, I got myself and I'm okay. I'm healthy. I ain't got to worry about no extramarital affairs. I ain't got to worry about no STDs. I ain't got to worry about nobody messing up my credit. If it's going to mess up, it's going to be me. Come on, y'all. Now, I want to hear what my subscribers have to say on this, because this is horrible. This is horrible. And I want y'all to talk to me. I want y'all to give me